is the Juneteenth celebration. Can you hear me out there? I want you to repeat after me. Hey, world.
Hey, world.
We are here to celebrate. We are here to celebrate freedom.
For over 200 years, African Americans endured the brutality of slavery.
June 19, 1865, shortened to Juneteenth, commemorates when the last enslaved African Americans learned they were free.
While the Emancipation Proclamation freed the slaves in the South in 1863, it was enforced in many places until after the end of the Civil War, 2 years later.
Confederate soldiers surrendered in April 1865, but word didn't reach the last enslaved Black people until June 19th, when Union soldiers brought the news of freedom to Galveston, Texas.
While our ancestors were legally free from enslavement on Juneteenth, laws were instituted to continue to oppress and suppress Black people.
Black codes were strict local state laws that detailed when, where, and how formerly enslaved people could work and for how much compensation.
The codes appeared throughout the South as a legal way to put Black citizens into indentured servitude, to take away voting rights, to control where they lived and how they traveled, and to seize children for labor purposes.
Black codes quickly turned into Jim Crow laws.
Jim Crow laws were a collection of state and local statutes that legalized racial segregation.
The laws, which existed until 1968, were meant to marginalize African Americans by denying them the right to vote, hold jobs, get an education, or other opportunities. Those who attempted to defy Jim Crow laws often faced arrest, fines, jail sentences, violence, and death.
When Black folks tried to create vibrant, thriving communities, they were often met with government-sanctioned violence, destruction, or redevelopment, such as in
1921 Tulsa Race Massacre,
Black Bottom in Detroit,
Central Park in New York,
to name only a few.
And while we have come so far, we have a long way to go.
Our fight continues.
In the present day, voter suppression bills are making their way through the Michigan legislature.
Republicans have introduced bills that would ban teaching American history as it pertains to race.
And have refused to have hearings on legislation like
The Crown Act,
African American History in Schools Act.
There has been a targeted attempt to defund programs that benefit Black and brown communities, such as
Sickle cell awareness,
funding to Wayne State University,
and money to combat health disparities.
The fight continues for true freedom, but today we're proud to celebrate Juneteenth at the Michigan Capitol.
We'll walk that walk. We'll talk that talk.